can you go ahead and share your screen?
Pardon?
Can you can just go ahead and share your screen. Can you share your screen so that
Oh, I'm on an okay, wait.
you
Wait.
can
Let me like this.
okay.
Because
Are you what device?
I'm using my iPad, but like it's on my phone. Or like maybe I can ask
Okay.
my mom to send it to me on my iPad. Wait, mom,
Okay.
can you send this to me on my iPad? Can you send this to me on my iPad? This. Like just copy and paste it.
So why did you do it then, the way you did it?
Because I sent it on your wait, bring your phone, let me quickly do it. Sorry, let me quickly send it to my iPad so I can do it.
Just keep the phone there.
Copy. Copy. Oops. Okay, yeah, the message is sent. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Wait, how do you like? Is my screen sharing?
Yes, I can see it now. Yes.
How do you like
Yes, I
draw on the screen?
okay. So there's a tool. I don't know if you can see any like a pencil on your
Oops.
screen. Can you see anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay. Do you have a note taking app on your device that you could use like
Let me
um
see.
yeah.
Uh, let me see if I can add a picture here. Okay, wait, I can do
Or you know what?
this.
Let me do something.
I know I've
Can you do
seen.
that? Okay.
Wait, I
Okay.
think I found the solution. Let me copy and
Alright.
paste this here. Maybe I think I found the solution. And then so let me quickly do the first set of questions. Let me share my screen real quick.
Alright. Cool.
Share screen. Oops, no, not here. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
That's
pen.
fine. Alright. That's good.
Let me see if it works.
Yes, it does. I
Yeah,
can
my
see your pen.
pens.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I should start.
Yes, please. Go ahead from the first one.
3b plus 9 equals, oops, 2v plus 5. So do I have to find like the lowest common multiple in
No,
these equations?
no, you're
Okay,
supposed to find the value of V.
okay. So the value of v 3 times, wait, 3 times, okay, 2 times
Pen and paper. Use pen and paper. What? No, it's
pen.
Max is working out. Oh, take pencil and work it out.
Okay, so
Okay, so
v,
you could equally work it out, and you know, as you're working it out, you could explain, say your steps. That way I'll still be able to follow you as
Okay,
we go
so
along.
what I'm trying to find out, yeah, is what I can times 3 by, and I can times 2 by, so that when I add that 9, it will be equivalent to when I add the 5 to that 2v. So 2v 3 times 1, no.
So if you go about it that way, right, don't
Mm-hmm.
you think it might take you a longer time to arrive at the answer?
Mm. So what's the
We-
quickest way I could do it?
Okay. So let me guide you on this one. So for this one, right,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing we'll do is to like collect the like term.
The pardon?
So did you get that? The terms that look alike, like in
Okay.
this case, 3v and 2v are like terms, okay? And
Yeah.
of course, you can tell the reason why, because both of them have the v um, variable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, to get them onto one side, what we're going to do is to take note of the sign. You know, when you have an equal sign, right? Whatever you do to one side, you
You do
also
to the
do it
other.
to, yeah. So what we're going to do to make sure that 2v can be on the same side with 3v is to subtract 2v from both sides. Okay. Now, you might be wondering, why did we have to subtract? So let me quickly get my, let's see. I don't seem to be able to, okay. I'm trying to see if I can like annotate on your screen. Um, let me see. Okay, so for some reason it's not showing me what I need to see. But anyway, okay. So the next step right after this is to subtract 2v from both sides. Like I said, the reason why we're subtracting 2v from both
Mm-hmm.
sides is because the sign, okay? So you know each of these terms has a sign in front of it. Now when I say in front of it, for instance, 3v to the left hand side of 3v, you notice that there is no sign on it, right? You just see the number 3, right? Now in algebra, it's assumed that anytime you don't see a sign, the sign there is a positive sign or a plus sign. Okay, so that means the PV has a plus sign in front of it, an imaginary plus sign, and
Mm-hmm.
the line that comes after it also has a plus sign. Of course, that one is quite visible, and of course, the two V on the right hand side of the equal sign has an imaginary plus sign in front of it. That's to its left, and finally, the 5 has a visible plus sign to its left. So anytime we want to figure out what to do to be able to collect like terms, we always do the opposite of whatever sign is in front of that number. So in this case, 2v would have, which has a positive sign in front of it. The opposite of a plus sign is a minus, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why we would have to subtract 2v from both sides. Now, imagine we subtracted 2v from both sides, right? Let me see. Okay, so let me. I'm not sure why it's not showing me the things I want to see. But you know what? Let me see if I can share my screen alongside yours. Oh,
Okay.
don't worry. I'm going to bump you off, but don't worry about it. I'm going to you see so that you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just a minute. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm showing it now. Okay. Alright. So can you see my screen now?
Uh,
Is it showing now?
yeah.
Good. Alright. So okay. So I'm going to use okay. So let's see. I hope I remember the question. The question is 3v plus 9 and equals um 2v. What was the
Plus
last
5. Plus 5.
5? Okay. All right. So remember what I said, that the first thing we'll do is to collect the like terms, right? So if we were to write down our steps, we would be doing this: collect like terms. And like terms are simply the ones that look the same. So in this case, 2v and 3v look the same. Now, we're going to, so like I said, to make that happen, we're going to subtract 2v from both sides. And that's going to lead me to this: 3v minus 2v, okay,
Okay.
plus 9 equals, now 2v minus 2v is 0, isn't it?
Uh, yeah, 0.
So 0 plus any number is that same number. So 0 plus 5 is simply going to leave us with 5 on the right hand side. Okay?
Okay.
And what happens next? 3v minus 2v. Okay, so now remember part of the rules of algebra. If you have, like terms, like in this case, all we need to do is to take note of the numbers that are, the what they call the coefficients, right? The coefficients of that of that letter. In this case, the coefficient of v is 3, and in this case, the coefficient of the v, the second v, is, take note now, minus 2. Okay, so what we really have here is 3v minus 2v, and because we're actually dealing with the numbers, okay, it's going to leave us with 1v. Okay, now
Mm.
let me ask you, is it okay for us to write 1v, or should we just write v and that would be okay?
V is okay because V is equivalent to 1V.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, so we'll just have v, and don't forget to still have your plus 9 on this side. We're going to do the same thing we did to 2v. We're going to do that to 9, because 9 is a like term to 5, right? So we're going to move 9 over to the right hand side. Now remember the rule. The rule says whatever sign is on 9, which is to the left hand side of 9, we have to do the opposite, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now remember, what's the opposite of a plus sign?
Minus. Subtract.
I know. Yes. So we're going to be subtracting 9 from both sides. And if we sort hand side, because 9 minus 9 is 0. And we'll now be left with 5 minus 9. Okay? Alright. So here we go. 5 minus 9. Do you have an idea what that would give us?
It would be a negative number.
Yes, that would be a negative number. So now there are different ways we could use to remember what the actual answer would be. I'm not sure which one you have versed with, but here's the one I usually teach uh, my students. This this is what I tell them, right? If you have a small number minus a big number, right? It's it's just as good as the big number minus the small number, but with a negative sign in front of it. That's it. So that would be easier for you to remember. Do you have your own way of solving stuff like this?
Uh, the way I solve smaller numbers to go from big numbers, what I do is first I'll flip it around. So say for example, 9 minus 5, it would be 4. So in that scenario, um, once I flip it back around, I know I'm not sure what it is. It starts with a C though. Um, pardon?
I thought you were going to say that the sign you flipped it back. So what would happen to the sign in front of your answer?
The only thing is that it would add a negative number in front of my answer, like a minus sign in front of my answer.
Oh, that's good. Awesome. All right. So I guess we both agree that the answer would be -4, right?
Yeah,
Now, I want you to take a look at this. The step. It's I know it might look quite lengthy, but I bet you would arrive at your answer faster, you know, than if you had been doing I don't know if you would call that a hit and miss method where would be, you know, doing an educated guess. Now, there's a topic, but I guess it's in a higher class you'll see. Um Quadratic equations, right? Where you have to factorize quadratic equations and you are actually expected to guess. Okay. But that guessing has some rules. Okay, but I don't want to go into it. Like I said, it's for a higher class. So let's let's take a look at this once more. Do you understand the steps, or you want us to go through them again? Do you understand the steps?
I understand them.
Excellent. Now, does this look like something you guys have done in class before?
No, not really, because normally what's it? You see like how it's like 3v plus 9. Normally it would end up as a positive number instead of a negative. I don't think we've seen that before. And then instead of 2v, it would probably be like a bigger number just so it makes it positive.
Okay, okay, okay. So the difference is just that usually the answers are positive answers, right?
Mm,
Okay, all right, that's fine. But you understood all the rules, the fact that moving numbers from one side of the equal sign to the other would mean taking the opposite of whatever sign you find in front of them, right? You understand that basic principle.
mm,
Okay. All right. So you want to take on the next one? Let's
okay,
see if
yeah.
you can apply the same rule. Now, I don't know if you can see my screen, right? I want you to take a look at where I'm pointing an arrow. Can you see something like this on your screen? Can you see where I drew that arrow? Bottom left
Yeah,
of the screen. Did you see anything
it's,
like that, like a pencil inside a circle?
yeah. Can you see what I'm drawing?
Yes, good, 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 good. I can. Perfect. Excellent. So
Mhm.
go ahead and do the second one. So I would let me on. Okay. All right. So go
Wait,
ahead.
I have it here.
Yes, have it.
It's 16.
Uh,
Wait, that doesn't even look like a 6. Hold on.
yes, 16
16
minus
minus 4k
uh, equals 2 plus 3.
equals 2 plus 3k. Okay, so what's it? Mm. So first I would collect the like terms. So 4k. Wait, you know how like this one is there's a minus? Do
Yes,
I oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, so do I, because you know on the other one you flipped the positive
mhm,
into a minus. So do I change it into a positive?
yes. But if you're changing it to a positive, then you have to move it to the right hand side. Right now it's on the left hand side. So what do you want to do? Now, I mean, looking at this question, I would have, if I was to solve it, I would have moved 2 from the right hand side to the left hand side and then move minus 4k from the left hand side to the right hand side. So it becomes plus 4k.
So oh okay, so like this um oh wait, 4k is right there.
Yeah. Okay, so 4k will no longer be on the left hand side if you move it to the right
Yeah.
hand side.
So should I put the 2 first?
I think the 16 will be better at it first because it didn't move. So you could put it first.
Okay. 16 minus, it's minus, right? Minus
Yes, very
2
correct. Yeah.
minus 2 plus.
You need that. I think you okay. Do you want? I think you need to put your equal sign before you proceed. If you don't put your
Okay.
equal sign, yes, you would have some things missing there.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Plus.
plus.
Is it like this?
Yes, correct. That's how it is.
And
Okay.
then
Okay. So yeah,
what was I even gonna do here?
yeah.
Do I
So
do the
yes,
6? So and then
yes.
do I do this the 2 take away 16?
You mean the 16 take away 2?
16, yeah,
So 16 take away 2, that will give you what?
14.
14. Yes. Now, when you're writing it right, remember so that it doesn't look confusing. Keep the answer for the 14 on the left hand side. So it's on the same side as the 16 minus 2. So we're seeing it 14. You don't need to write the 16 minus 2 anymore. We would know that that's how the 14 came about. So all you need to do is to say 14 equals, then you go ahead and do what's on the right hand side.
And then huh? Wait. Oh
Okay, right?
yeah.
You have 4k. Yeah. So you can leave out, don't worry about the 16 minus 2 anymore. You can just do your 4k plus 3k.
4k plus 3k, 7. Hold on. Why is it not writing? Hold on.
Okay, you could check, you could
7k.
tap on the annotate icon again.
The draw. Can you see it?
Okay.
7k equal. It's like this.
Okay. Are you still writing? I can't see it again.
Oh, I put 7K equals 3K plus 4K. Mommy, why did he leave? Yeah? He left. He left. Charles Chu. Oh, hello.
Okay, sorry about that. My internet went off. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, so you remember the things you wrote down last, right?
Yeah, wait, let me quickly do it.
Okay,
So what I done was the 14
yeah,
equals 16, take away 2, then I done
yeah,
7K equals plus 3K.
yeah. Okay. So so you remember you're almost done. What do you think is going to be the next step?
Um,
Now, okay, so don't worry, let me help you out with this. Now
okay.
remember the 14 is on the left hand side, isn't it? Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember? The 14 is on the left hand side and the 7K was on the right hand side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is we're going to have 14 equals 7K. Now, there's something that we didn't need to do in the first one that we need to do here. Remember, the question said find the value of the letters in each equation. So what that means is we need to know what's the value of k right now. Now I know in your mind, if you're good with your multiplication tables, right, you already know that k is 2.
Yeah.
But how do we establish that like in our working? So this is another principle. Anytime you have a number multiplying the letter, okay, remember we are always doing the opposite, isn't it? So what's the opposite of multiplication? That would be what? Do you agree with me that the opposite of multiplication is division?
Yes.
The the direct opposite. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. Okay? So this is what's
Okay.
going to happen. We'll take out this 7. Okay, because 7 goes in itself one time. Okay, so they take themselves out. And the law of equation is that whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. And so take
Mm.
7 will go into itself one time, and 7 will go into 14 two times, isn't it?
Twice. Yeah.
Of course, another thing that we know about equations is that it's very easy to do what when you get to the final answer to flip things up. So it's very possible for us to write it like this: 2 equals k
Mm-hmm.
or k equals 2. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
are you good? Are you good with this?
Um,
Did you understand the steps?
yeah.
All right. So one more thing I wanted to ask: do you have a book where you could write stuff down, like a
No,
note?
I only have like a few sheets of paper. I haven't got a notebook.
Okay. All right. Do you think before Friday you'll be able to get one?
Let me ask my mom. Mom?
Yes.
Do you think I'll be able to get a notebook
Yes.
like before Friday?
Yes, I can get it tomorrow. Just use that for today.
Okay. She said she can get it for tomorrow.
You
Or
have it ready for your next lesson, which
I
is
have
on
it.
Friday.
I'll have it ready for my next lesson,
Which is on Friday.
which is on Friday.
all right.
What
That's
kind
good.
of notebook?
Just
Ah,
where I can jot down mathematics. Maybe like the ones with the squares.
That's why I give you this. Because I know maths, you always need pen and paper. There's no way of doing math without pen and paper.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. So yeah. So okay, that's fine. So on your paper, do you have this first one written out? The first one we did together.
Not yet. Hold on.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and put it down. Then I'll also give you time to put down the second one.
Okay.
Let me know when you're done.
Let me copy. Mm, 16 take away 2 equals 14. 3k plus 4k equals 7k. 7k, 17, 2. Oh, wait, 7, 1, 1, 2 equals k. K equals 2. Yeah, I've done it.
Okay, good. All right. So now what I'm going to do is we have two more questions that look like the like these first two that we just did. So I'm going to let you do that one. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, like against Friday. Though like I said, I'll still send you a quiz which I can check to see how you went. You know how you found it, whether it was easy or what your answers were. Okay. Um. So I'll leave number 3 and number 4 for you. Now let's look at the next set. Now, if you take a look at the next one, you will notice something. The question starts with an if. It says if y equals 7 and u equals 10, what
Mm.
will be the value of the following? Now, what type of questions do you think these ones are? They're still
Is it
algebra, right?
is it
Yes.
equations?
Yes. Yeah. Kind of. Okay, so in this case, you notice these ones don't seem to have an equal sign in them, right?
Oh yeah, because equations always
But
have
guess
an
what?
equals.
They
The
will
first
definitely,
one was an
yes,
equation.
yes. So you know what will happen in this case? This number 5, right? Will have us, you know, substituting for the values of the things we are to look for. So let me
Yeah.
let me explain, and I'm sure this would make sense when by the time you maybe you it, I explain I say what exactly is expected. So
Yeah.
in this case, anywhere we have the letter Y, we are permitted to put 7. Now, why are we doing that? Because the question says so. Okay. In this
Mm-hmm.
case, nobody is asking you find the value of y. Instead, they gave you a value for y, and they're telling you anytime you see the letter y, replace it with the number 7. And anytime you see the letter u, replace it with the number 10. Now, this kind of questions come under, I don't know if I should call it a subtopic, which is substitution. Does it sound familiar? Does that term sound familiar? Substitution.
Yeah. Yeah, substitution, yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So in that case, we would have for the first one, right? Let's let's do the first one together. Well, it's not really the first one. The first one in that series, which is the fifth one. So it's number 5 says 3y plus 8u. Okay. So let's see. Now let's see how we go about it. So remember, anywhere we see y, we put 7, and anywhere you see u, you put 10. So that's going to leave me with 3 times y, which is 3 times 7, isn't it?
Mm.
Plus 8 times 10. All right. Now, the big question. In an expression where you have both, what do you call them? Where
Mm.
you have both, uh, sorry, let me take that equal sign off first. Where you have addition and you have multiplication. Which one comes first? Which one do you do first?
So according to bid mass, you do multiplication first as it comes first in the triangle.
Oh, good, 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 good. Okay, you want to share that with me? Yours sounds a bit different. The one I know is Bodman.
Yeah,
So,
bottoms. Or yeah.
okay, okay. So yours has an I instead of an O, or is it the same as mine?
It's the same thing. It's just that the I in bid mass stands for indices and the O in bod mass stands for order.
Excellent. Thank you. That's it. Okay. So yes, that's what's going to govern our, you know, our working here. So yes. So we're going to do the multiplication first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me to another question. Would you say you are really good with your multiplication tables?
Yes.
Okay. You know them like um up to you are really good with the 12 times table from 2
Yes.
to 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's that's one way to really make sure you get, you're fast with your calculations. All right. So let's solve this guy. 3 times 7 will give us what?
21.
21. Yes. 21. Okay. And then 8 times 10,
80.
80. Yes, that's quite easy. Anytime you multiply a number by 10, you simply put a 0 behind it. Okay. All right. So 21 plus 80 will give us
101.
101. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So I guess this one is quite straightforward, right? All you need to do is to just substitute.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Now, so you know what I'm going to do? Just like I left number 3 and number 4 for you to handle, I'll leave 6, 7, and 8. Okay. And
Okay.
yeah, you can those will be quite they'll be easy for you to take care of. So we're going to do let me see. Okay, maybe we'll do 9 and 10 together, depending on how it goes. Let's see. So for 9, right, you notice something. It starts again. It goes back to find, which sounds like the first one, the first set of questions, which says find the value of the letters. But in this case, it says find the value of G. So it was specific. We're looking for the value of G. But what did you notice about this one? What's the difference between this one and the ones we did earlier?
The ones we did is that this one they do squares. It has a square in the equation.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. So that's good. So in this case, um, we're going to have we're going to be taking note of a set of rules, right? Um, where you have squared plus, sorry, whenever you have squared and you're about to find the value of that letter. Okay,
Mm.
so let's start with this first one. 4g squared plus 1 equals 101. Okay, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's see how that goes. Okay, okay, so the first thing we'll do, remember, it looks like one thing is common to all these ones that say find the value of the letter, is that the
Yeah.
first, like we are collecting like terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, if I were to ask you, in this case, what are the like terms? Which ones look alike?
Um, is it the 1 and 101?
Yes, perfect. The 1 and 101. So, which one would you like to move over to the other side to join the other? Would you prefer to
Four
move?
G squared.
Okay, you want to move the 4g squared,
I'm
or
not
you want?
sure. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
now, okay, let me show you the options. Now, if you move the 1, right, what's the
Yes.
sign? What's the sign to the left of 1?
Um, addition sign.
Thank you. And what's the opposite of addition?
Subtraction.
Now, that would mean we should subtract 1 from both sides. Now, if we subtract 1 from both sides, on the left-hand side, 1 disappears because 1 minus 1 is 0. On the right-hand side, you have 101 already. So if you subtract 1 from 101, what would you have?
100.
Thank you. Now, did you notice that right now you're still, it seems like you are dealing with positive numbers. You don't have any negative numbers, right?
No, you don't.
So good. Now imagine we did it the other way. Instead of moving the 1 to the right hand side, we decided to say let's move 4g squared, and then move the 101 to the left hand side. You know what it's going to be? When you're collecting like terms, you're going to have 1 minus 101.
Mm,
Can you see that? Which would give us minus 100, isn't it?
yeah.
Now, for that 4g squared, by the time you move it to the right hand side, since you don't have anything that has g squared in it, we are
Mm,
assuming that there's a 0 there, isn't it? So
yeah.
0 minus g squared is going to just leave us with minus 4g squared, because 0 minus anything is minus that thing. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Now, let me show you something with that second method. If you go that way, right, you will have minus on the left hand side. You will have minus on the right hand side. It's not as if dealing with minuses is difficult, but it adds, and you need to be extra careful whenever you're dealing with a minus. Okay, so I usually advise, if you can avoid a minus, please go ahead and avoid it. Okay, it's not that it's difficult, but it just needs you to be more careful. when you're dealing with it. Sometimes you can't help it. You have to go with that method. So I guess we should go with the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, like I said, we're collecting like terms, but this time the plus one is going over to the other side to become minus one. So 4g squared will still be on the left hand side. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're going to be left with 4g squared. Of course, when you subtract one from both sides, like I said, one will no longer be on the left hand side. So you just put your equals to, and you have 101 minus 1. Okay, and so get to know that's going to give us 100. Okay, so now let me ask you, what do you think is going to happen next? We have 100 on this side. We have
Mm-hmm.
4g squared on this side. Remember, we're looking for the value of g. So what should we do next?
So what you could do,
Then?
um, well, I don't think it would be like, I'm not sure it would be like the fastest, but I think me personally, it's like the most efficient to get like the correct answer. What you
Okay,
could do is see what number,
mm-hmm.
um, what you could do is you could divide that
Okay,
number by 4. You can divide that
which,
number by the original number, which is 4, and
okay,
4 divided by 100 is
yeah.
25, and 5 times 5 is 25. So the answer would be 4 times 5 times 5.
Okay, okay, okay. I like what you just did now. So you know what? So what you just did, right, was nothing short of what was expected. Now, but then how you would write it down is what we're going to do now. So just like you said, we would need to divide by what you called the original number. In this case, 4, which is what is multiplying g squared. So if I divide both sides by 4, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to have 4 will take itself out here, right? 4 in itself is 1. Again, 4 in itself is 1, and 4 in 100 is 25. This is a good thing that you knew straight away that it was 25. And now, you remember again, in line with our principle that says we should do the opposite of whatever is on the side of what you are looking for. We are going to do the opposite of squared. So what's the opposite of square? As in terms of an operation. Just like the
Opposite.
opposite of addition is subtraction. What's the opposite of square?
Square root.
Thank you very much. That's the square root. And when you take the square root of g squared, you'll be left with just g. And when you take the square root of 25, that's going to leave you with
5.
5. Exactly. So we have it that g equals, so you can say therefore g equals 5. Okay. All right. So did you got the steps in this one, right?
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So go ahead and write it down. What I'll do is I'll leave number 10 for you to do. So that would be like a practice question for you.
Okay, yeah. So
So go ahead and write this one down. So
g
you
squared plus 1 equals 100 squared. I've done.
Okay, good. All right. So I'll send I've got a quiz. So the quiz somehow has it's a mixture of well, you know, uh the first seventh and eighth grade questions. So you might see some questions that don't look familiar. Okay. They're probably a bit higher questions. So if you see questions like that, um, you could just either skip them and then you take note of them. So we'll go through them together. But I'll send you the link on WhatsApp on that WhatsApp group, so you can do it on your iPad.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Okay. So do you have any questions? Do you have any
No.
questions? No. Okay. So now this is like a mix of something you're already familiar with and a bit of stuff that you're not so familiar with. But I'm sure it's quite easy to grasp. You know, dealing with the negative signs, what else? Yeah, knowing what to do when you have a substitution, and then knowing what to do when you're told to find the value of a letter. And in this case, another name for a letter can be a variable or an unknown. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So my plan was to, probably we'll have math on Monday and then we'll do science on Friday. So let's see how it goes. If I find that, there are some days we may, depending on what we're doing, we may do math twice, but yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to make a headway with that. So let's see. On Friday we'll take a look at science a bit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I think we can call it a day here. I like is that your profile picture? It says be so good they can't ignore you. I totally
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. All right. Okay. So my regards to I don't know. It's no lodging in school. Does it say is it a kind of arrangement where he stays in school or he comes home?
Nah, he doesn't stay at school, he comes home.
Okay, okay, all right. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay then. My regards to him.
Okay.
Um so now you have the link. You can join on time on Friday, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. All right. So in case you have any questions while you're doing the quiz, or anything you want me to check as in a setting because it's an online quiz, just let me know and I'll try and fix it so that you can continue with the quiz.
All right.
Okay. All right. So see you on Friday.
Okay.
Uh,
Bye. Wait, shall I leave the call?
okay. Yes. 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 You may.
All right. See you.
All right, man.